Hey, what's going on everybody? Jcruz here and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to your pedal boards. That's right, episode 12. Let's get it. So as promised, every pedal board video that I put out this year will have a special guest. And today's guest is none other than Richie Noa Jr. of Nobes Music. Nobes can be seen playing live with the likes of Ja Rule and Gloria Gaynor. But we'll get to his pedal board in just a few minutes. First, let's react to some of your pedal boards. The first pedal board comes from Andrew Stevens, and he emailed me a ton of pictures of variations of pedal boards that he's had throughout the last couple of years. But there's one pedal board that stood out to me, which was I guess his latest variation at the time of him sending it over, and that's the one we're going to check out today. Starting at the top row, you have the Strymon Sunset and Riverside. The JHS Bonsai, I think is what it's called, basically like a ton of tube screamers in one. The Ego Wampler and HX Stomp. He's got an A-B switch, unsure what he's using that for, but curious to know. Then you've got a Cloudburst, which I haven't tried yet, but I'm very curious to try it myself. You've got a Bogner Ecstasy, a Walrus Mayflower, a Sub Up by TC Electronics. Then you got a bunch of boss stuff, the RB500, the DD500, and of course the MD500. And it is quite interesting that you have all of your effects in the front versus the overdrives. All right, this next pedal board was sent to me via direct message on Instagram by Ricardo Cabita. I hope I'm saying your last name correctly. This is one of the nicest pedal boards we've seen in a very long time on the channel. Starting with a few pedals that seem to be from a company that I've never personally heard of, which is called Holy Island Audio. Now you have my attention, but you got to let me know what all of these pedals do. But then you have a few of the pedals that a lot of us recognize, like the 1981 Overdrive, the Golden by Universal Audio, and of course a Strymon Timeline. But pretty much everything else on your board, I probably would need a little bit of schooling on. Let us know in the comment section a little bit more about your pedal board. Now, before I kick it over to Richie, I want to remind you all, if you want your chance to feature one of your pedal boards on one of the episodes here, feel free to email me at jcruzproject@gmail.com. All right, I don't want to take up any more time. I'm very excited and very curious to finally see Richie's pedal board of Nobes Music. So Richie, please show us your pedal board.
What's up, Jay? Thanks for having me on. Love your stuff, and I'm really stoked to show you guys what I'm working with. I'm going to show you guys my travel board, which is perfect for traveling light, or if you have to go on a fly day, slip it right into a backpack and you're ready to go. I'm using my Veritas Guitars Portlander. Absolutely love this thing. Let's plug it in and check it out. Alright, so here's the board. It's a Morton pedal board slant 16. Everything's really packed nice and tight here. I do have a stereo setup, so after the Juliana it goes in stereo, and I am running a lot of these pedals with the Morningstar MC6. I'm also powering everything with the Walrus Audio Phoenix. So I am using the ACS one as my amp and cab sim. I have a Fender style on the left and a Vox style amp on the right. So here's my clean tone. I always have that compressor on, the SP compressor. And I also always have the Jet Pedals Lamb on. And I usually have a light reverb on the Jet Pedals Revelation. Let's go ahead and go through my drive options. Go to stage 2. And after that, I'll add the line distortion. After that, it goes into the Schnobeltone modded Dunlop mini volume. So after the volume pedal, it goes to the Walrus Audio Monument Tremolo. I leave it on the harmonic setting. I could use tap tempo. After that, it goes to the Walrus Audio Juliana chorus, which is my absolute favorite chorus out there. So let's check out the D1 delay. And the cool thing about this is I have 3 different presets. So I have like an analog delay, which is red, and then I double tap, it's my dotted eighth, and if I hold, it's my dual delay. So here's my analog sound. Here's my dotted eighth. And then my dual delay, which is in stereo. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the reverb. I already have that on. But I basically switch between this sound and then this really nice ambient tone. That's some of my favorite sounds. I'm gonna go ahead and play around and mix all this stuff together. Thanks for watching.
Richie, thank you so much for showcasing not just your pedal board, but your unbelievable talents. There are two things I want to mention before we end this video. I know it's a little bit longer of a video than I normally would make, but I am not going to stop such a talented guitarist from playing his heart away, right? First and foremost, he is a phenomenal guitarist. Just everything he plays, the textures, the way he plays them, his nuances are so beautiful. Two, I just love that compact pedal board. It kind of reminds me of my pedal board, putting the most you can on the smallest platform and then utilizing products like the Morningstar MC6 to capitalize on other products as much as possible. Now, before you go, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to visit Richie's Instagram at Nobes Music. I'm going to link everything in the description box below. Not only is he an amazing guitarist who is constantly posting, but he also has a special subscription on his Instagram. For a very small fee, you can have exclusive content by Richie himself, where he shows you a bunch of stuff, a bunch of techniques, some even guitar lessons type stuff, as well as behind the scenes of his touring. Also, check out all the other things that he's working on. He's a monster guitarist, a workhorse, and deserves a lot more attention than what he's got right now. I want to thank Mr. Nobes Music himself for blessing us with his talent. Thank you all for your submissions. If you like this video, feel free to check out some of the other videos that are popping up alongside of me. Thanks so much for watching, and until next week.